Today we'll be going over the hinge, which is actually a fundamental movement pattern that shows up day to day quite a bit in our lives. The hinge involves shifting your weight posteriorly or backwards into your hips to load up your posterior chain muscles, which is kind of your hamstrings, glutes, the backside of the body. This involves actually a lot of pelvic awareness, core control, and spinal awareness as well. So we're going to go over that. Why the hinge is important is it forms one of these foundational movement patterns day to day, but it can also be used as a great exercise in the gym to train strength in these same muscles. We're going to be finally finishing with the deadlift at the end of the video after we go over kind of the foundations of the movement pattern itself. Hope you enjoy. So we are going to be doing both a double leg or kind of conventional hinge with our feet side to side. We're also going to be doing what's called a kickstand hinge today, and that's placing more emphasis on one leg doing the work. And I'm also going to show you how to load both of those movements up with some dumbbells as well. Finally, we'll actually do a deadlift at the very end, just to show you how this stuff can translate into an exercise that you will commonly see at the gym. So what we're going to be doing, bilateral side-by-side movement first. This is just a conventional hinge. And what we are going to focus on is getting our hips back to the wall behind us, really trying to shift our weight posteriorly. At the same time, we don't want to lose our balance. So our balance is going to be key to remain over our feet without falling back on our heels. So as we shift our weight posteriorly, we're almost going to try to reach our upper body forward. And that's the key there. Keeping our low back nice and flat, shifting our hips back, shifting our upper body forward. What I feel is a nice stretch going on through my hamstrings, and I'm balanced over my feet so I'm not back on my heels like this. So I'll do a few movements for you. We're going to shift our weight back, we're going to reach forward, feel that nice stretch through our hamstrings, check our balance, come back up, shift our weight back into our hips, reach forward, come back up, and we'll do one more. Now this can be loaded with some weights, and it's just a nice way to actually test your technique a little bit further and start to build some strength in your posterior chain. So what I can do here is same thing, shifting my weight back, keeping these weights close to me, feeling the hamstrings load up, keeping my balance, and coming back up, finishing with my glutes. Hips go back, stay balanced. Do one more. So for the kickstand hinge, we are actually placing that emphasis on our front leg doing the work. Nice and light on the back leg, most of our weight through this front leg. What we're going to be doing is shifting our hip back in the same manner and reaching towards our foot with the other hand. So I'll demonstrate from this angle. This is all about kind of shifting our weight back into our hips here, letting this knee relax. As you shift your weight back, reaching down towards this foot. Staying nice and balanced through this foot as well, feeling a nice stretch through here, and coming back up. Shifting my weight back, really feeling a nice stretch through the hamstring, and coming back up. And I'll do one more. I can show it from this angle too. Nice and light on the back foot. Shift my weight back into my hips, reach down towards the ground, come back up. And this is similar to me reaching down to pick something up. And again, what I'm doing is learning to use my hamstring, my hips, my glutes, and place less load on my back. So what I can do too with this one is just add a weight up. So all I would do is replace the reach with the weight. And I'm loading my hips backwards, finding that nice stretch, and coming up from there. And same thing. So we're going to finish with a deadlift today, and this will be a future video that we put out, but I just want to show how the hinge applies to a deadlift. So we're going to set up in a similar manner. We're just going to perform our hinge like we did before. Now we're gonna grab to the bar. We're gonna bend the knees just enough so we can get down to the bar and get a good grip on it, keeping our weight centered over our feet, our back flat, feeling a bit of tension in our hamstrings. We're gonna load up and stand up with the weight. We're gonna push back, let our knees bend a bit. Hope you enjoyed this video and hope you learned a thing or two. Stay tuned for the next tutorial.